Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, Ibrahim. Beautiful day. Today is August 15th, 2024. August 15, 2024. God is good. Salon people. I can always tell and say, no matter how difficult life is, there is certain philosophical laws that one should abide by. Perseverance now one of those kinds of, you know, uh, laws of psychology. We're very important in life. We mean say no matter how things get tough, you continue for push on and on and on. You don't believe say it is not over until it's over, and that is why we all get this vision. We know say democracy shall be restored in Sierra Leone. And a few days ago, I played an audio of a young brother. We say then guy continue for all thief pan them. They'll continue for embarrass them. Because within the SLPP and the corrupt elements of the executive, the useless executive, I recash boxing and pull on one group because I use the word useless. Useless executive, useless executive. Then very useless. Now they call people for ask for their money for car register. It's in a constitutional mandate. Yes, so a constitutional mandate. Well, we don't put out the registration. You say can register, I say no, I didn't register by force. No, we don't put out. Nobody ever say, "Mama, hey, nobody put out registration." When their registration already exists, anyways. What should they ask for? Now then contribution. I say they get it too confused. Contribution, membership contributions. Then they get confused with registration. Because people who don't register, you don't register. You don't get for lost your registration because you don't register for APC years ago. You're still a member. The only thing is, sometimes you don't keep up with your membership fees. But they are like a useless opposition leader. They are useless executive of the APC. They win election and say, no one time, Lord, wait for the next one. Useless piece of shit them. And indeed that executive there. Then we Dr. SAMURA KAMARA come, he ask, he call for Silo get a rerun elections. Then say the man go sell. The man where they can ask for a rerun elections, where ask them when I can't join them. When they talk boku nonsense. So this is the level of foolishness. And you see, the problem we'll get today, MAADA not destroy Sierra Leone by himself. MAADA by himself, you're not able for Puels alone. You're not able. Now the enablers them, the aiders and abettors. Now the same way you get them back within the APC. And some of these guys, they're the diaspora. Their hopes are lost. I'm sorry to say, a lot of these guys, their hopes are lost. Because I swear to God, anybody with the diaspora, we also bear, we get credible positions, we get a job, we guarantee of a career. I promise you, not they go put their hopes on this unlucky, useless executive. They're not going to stay allegiance to them. They're not going to deal with them all through this. When they see how people they suffer for, let we get into these elections. People they wake up almost o'clock morning for register. Say they go vote. Say they suffer them. People they at them polling station. They 2 o'clock afternoon polling. The agents they not come, paper not come, ballots not come, nothing not come. They suffer them, persevere. They wait. They say how they vote. That mommy in great grand picking and check and total, mommy for work again. Then can I go to police station? Go vote for SAMURA KAMARA. The day when they can tell and say, hey, Gama, they don't thief the election at SAMURA Yan. SAMURA not win this election, they don't thief up. Even though they win the election, they don't thief up. Now the day the mommy die. I don't know all the story, then they useless executive. I don't know all the nonsense. The nonsense most of them, I don't know what's happy. And I feel say people in Glady. Ibrahim point APC party because you work out your party. We don't point the party down. Again, they give people a hope. Then they not say yes. Democracy, the power that the people learn. We don't capture the political party. They use the police and the military against the people of APC. We don't pull the APC down. Ibrahim, they give a hope. EJP party, they give a hope. For say, power is inherent in the people. Democracy is the power of the people, for the people, and by the people. We don't want to capture the political party. We don't capture them. We will show us that the people get the party. Without the people, the party is meaningless. The party don't get meaning without the people. When I capture the party, when I can't go, that's a useless thing there. That's Syria now. We don't know it's in a democracy. We don't understand say the power that the people learn. When they go and get people and then forum them because of waiting. Useless that this life they believe in. Or they put people through myself, communicator, cash box, people's pass, the liners, all the good people. When they kind of social media, they talk well. They get with them forum. They say when I don't put their message there, then they delete 2 messages them. They like a Tilosa Woody. That makes some money, they do message for even call with name for say, hey, that guy they be talking and they shame. No shame. Call with name, say hey, Ibrahim them they talk and cash box them they talk and communicator they talk and call with name, it's okay. And they bring stress down, they relieve you of your stress. Call with name, it's fine. Not a palaver, not a problem. And then they feel good, and they feel like for say, oh, look me they brush now. No, I don't need mortal man, thank you. Now God in thanking, I matter. Anything you do in this world, do them for God and for mortal man. Not for mortal man, but for God you do them. When you do things that for God is sake, I swear to God you get it pay. Now I make tell the people they tell we thank you. Then they talk and then call and they say them they talk them. They talk them. But you know this is just the preamble. Then useless executive you will get at the APC. When I capture the APC, the EJP party they take the APC down hand. They will build the APC back later. Now they useless thing there. When I feel that they come out 2-3 years just now, when I go begin beg the people back, hey dear, when I saw you for we. Now left hand now, this now one party, now they now born. APC san no. You know, in the struggles of APC, now they talk then they get for Kawit, for come by blindfold now. For tell now forget for say yes. They allow MAADA for do 5 years. But we give it till December. By January, we know a team from Dr. SAMURA KAMARA now, the one on the PC party. January, we register with EJP party. Now we write as citizens for register with political party. Nobody name for stop we. I don't need for be the leader. Now, una the pick una leader. Una the pick una leader in the ward, the constituencies, and everything. Now, una the pick and una political party, not so be party. I give una the opportunity. I give una an ample space for let una self as a people. Let una no say una get the power. I give una EJP they do it for una. From the southeast all the way through. Let nobody no fear. I know say yes, we get the southeastern population, but cash box. That video I play of that professor in Germany. Now 382 people. Now I take a sample from. Out of the 382, 287, they all say yes, SLPP don't do well, the government do well. But out of the 382, now 13 normal say they vote for APC. 13, even though they suffer. They say the country government do well, maybe they work, then they suffer. But 13 person, 1-3 out of 382, when I mandate people them, now they say they go vote for APC. But again, at 382, we get at least maybe what 800,000 mandates, you know, 600. I don't know what the population the segment is by tribe, you know. But I don't say if anything, the team is a lot more, and then the mandate will come second. So I don't know, maybe 1 million mandates. I don't know. But so I'm not gonna base everything off of that population. But I know say no matter what in this particular term, but I don't get sense. When I see that video of that lady in that hall, that stage managed town hall where MAADA go get bull crap, nonsense. They didn't come up to speak. You know, if you say people they know they will get a fumble them. We're educated enough, we're intelligent, we get common sense, not to education self, common sense for sure. But I don't think I want to talk about today. I want to talk small about this deployment of the ECOWAS troop where they come. I go at a bigger time, I say ECOWAS because the ECOWAS put them together, regardless of how a combination of the United Nations and ECOWAS and everything. I'm just going to go ECOWAS because I believe the idea is born from ECOWAS. You know, with everything that happened. When I remember that video where they ask, where the opposition leader for Cherikoko, Sierra Leone? The Sierra Leone report is beautiful, but how can a country, you know, when I remember that video, I'll play a phone back if I don't forget. I don't understand how would come out. You know, so I know say the whole thing was born out of ECOWAS for sure, right? I want to talk about Dandy. And then, you know, there is an audio where I want to play for now. Where also I go talk about where the thief, where the reporter on Liberty TV, then thief $850,000. Now one Mende woman else because in name you don't say a Mende person and they SLPP and Mende government. We agree. We know say overwhelmingly the ministries, the departments, the agencies is all staffed with Mendes. When you look at from tribalistically instead of regional dispersion, we don't get a regional distribution of the power. Now any of the governments really so like today. The last year we'll do ethnic audit where you check the MDS them we get 179. Inside the 179, 166 were Mendes. And then even the other one them we now like there so 1-2 Kuranko, 1-2 Fulaya, you know, Madingo, yeah. But all of those ones then they mix again, you know, so they get mixed blood. But when you look at the ministries, the departments, the agencies, it's all Mendes. This is a fact. Tribe is a thing in Africa, and they kill Africa. But I know so you talk and they say, hey, look, they call me Mendes, tribalistic, they talk tribalistic. But you are in Mende. Are you not a Mende? When a government, when they see how it's tribalized, all the institutions, them, not to Mende, the head, the police, the military, all of this side. When they see, I'm not so. So na Mende. So if we not say, we not glad for that day, they call the chocolate here, we not fix them, we not take care. When I say, you know what, now revisit because when a problem when I get, and this was an interview I even listened to a civil society guy, I don't forget his name now, but with the Minister of Internal Affairs, Taluva, when I did that AYV, where the guy they tell us, say, what should I do that this country not good? The only way for respond, then guy there, Hey, no can talk to you now. They make this country blow into out of proportion. We will make trouble for this country. I take bullets for this country. They would never introspect. And then they ever say nothing. Okay, what is this person talk? Let's go off of what this person say. Let's take the facts and see how we go make amends for fix. Because again, people are blowing the whistle. They tell you, when they rape Satalamin, na mende line. When I see today, nobody know talk about them. Nobody was prosecuted. You know, the chap people in Aponduru, when I see all they attack them against SLPP to SLPP for the Mori and killer and Moyamba. All of these things, we see all them things there. We see across the country attacks, you know. You have free speech today, protest, not sort of thing. Then they tell you anything there, but they argue back on the TV. You know, they always get this counter argument. That make anybody to go up against these guys. Where you don't let you points and down, you don't tell them everything they do wrong. Before you left the floor, before you hand over the mic, before you stop for talk, make it clear, say, I know say you can't respond. For can't tell me for say, let not say anything. We will make people they had to have, let not throw this country down the don't drops. We don't fight enough for peace. Tell them that so they go no say. They know what you get forbidden response. You know what you get forbidden response before they can begin talking nonsense. Because that is only thing they go say. They don't know how for come out and say, you know what, let be humble, let listen to what this person get for say, let respond accordingly. Let look into some of these things where people get doubts about these problems where they happen in our country, the issues they wait and they complain about. Let look into them. They don't get that perspective there. No, they always get for come bring, oh yeah, when they talk to them now for incite violence, now incitement, now this, now that. As you tell them, say, look on the local people. You tell them, say, they purge the military. All these season where they make them fake coup and this and that. Now for purge the military of the Northwesterners them. You know, for purge the military. So you go just say, now the no more, mende inside the military. This is why Maleke will be vexed by the APC executive. Because they are useless. Now if we stand up against all of this tribalization of institutions in the country, Abdul Kagbo sticking butts in parliament. Now they can't talk about the money problem. Where I talk about this lady when I go to $850,000 inside a house. You know? But before I come with all of that, before I can talk about the ECOWAS, which I think about what I read about in book, the experiences what I get from how, you know, the ECOMOG they become, I say, I go can play all that on the phone, you know, but let's play this song for refresh everybody, you know, on a memory, you know, from, you know, then we brother there, we do a song, you know, for Dr. SAMURA KAMARA. I want to listen to this.
And that is why, as a People's Party, the APC will continue to demand a rerun.
Everybody loving this man. All them people loving this man. Obama be loving this man. Youth man them loving this man. So I sit down a beautiful SAMURA. SAMURA, KAMARA, I sit down a beautiful SAMURA. SAMURA, KAMARA.
What do I hear from some of your supporters? That they want the election to be rerun. Is that the APC stand, the main opposition stand, and is that your stance as well?
It is the APC stance because it is part of the report of the tripartite committee. It is there. Even the position paper that was prepared by the All People's Congress Party, the APC, is part of the report.
Assistant with Dr. Wilson, SAMURA KAMARA, Obon the Ton, the Namina Gunabara, into Yakon to Junka, whenever ye Yakon Hankaka, you know the Nomina you do, Basu, you know you law, you know Togo, you do Tabena, you need Consabeba, Kasagalaga Sagalabanta, Concoin to Tanapur to be Domina, when the Bibina Bana Humu to Batamo, Tunte nothing in Kubute, CP Tambu, Tena Bitimu, Bigugi supports, one heart, one soul, one mind to get celebrates.
I play this song for una, and I redesign them. You know, and I hope say we brother them, then go understand. When I see you in SAT, usai Dr. SAMURA KAMARA make a clear say, the APC will continue to ask for a rerun. But before I go to the Komon-Tok, the ECOWAS, then Tupu and get for Saint Cameron Sierra Leone, let's take up from this point. Let us understand. You know, you see, Dr. SAMURA KAMARA make a very clear say the APC will continue to ask for a rerun election. They don't put out the position paper. They do an interview in a Voice of America. They make it clear again, says the position of the APC for ask for a rerun elections. But you know, over the past 2 days, I don't talk about a particular topic where I don't expound on. The first thing I mention money in politics, whether we members of Parliamentary, council or them, they don't go take loan in a bank. But every day, I get more information that come out from my brother Cashbox and Obre, my other brother. Where Obre continue for pile on this particular conversation, say it's a very sensitive topic, and then they not continue for do research them, where we will not get the conclusive facts yet, but based off of waiting, then tell me, I'm going to go off of that for now. So one for us, for do the investigation, I come out and tell we, if that's so it be, for say every member of parliament at this particular point in time, or majority of the members of parliament, or some of the members of parliament, then get a disbursable overdraft of almost $1 billion loans. When I find out for with this information, because they're saying that the capital anyway might be used against these members of parliament, then get an overdraft capability, a provision of overdraft. Some people overdraft means say you can borrow, you can go lend up to $1 billion loans from the bank. That is like a cap. Up to $1 billion. Anytime where you go, as long as you not reach 1 billion it, where you go, you say today I want 200 million. The bank they give you 200 million. You say I want 300 million. The bank they give you 300 million. Don't go 500 million. If you go and say you want 50 million, the bank they give you 50 million. Don't go 550 million. Say it reach 1 billion loans. Una find out for we if this is a fact. Because if this is a fact, this is the highest level of corruption, and this is why with democracy they die. And we give them the education and this information so that we go understand this is how we hold people accountable. This is the problem we'll get today. We make the APC members of parliament and the Freetown City Council them. I don't know if Mayor Ivan Akisoya himself get this overdraft capability or he own now because of the case with Manja, where Cashbox say they siphon funds, then they do money laundering activities. I don't know if Nanande, based on what Cashbox say, if Naim make the mayor Ivan Akisoya himself able for step aside. So these are all things where we want an investigation. This in a society where we get investigative journalism, a responsible journalist. If we get the AYV in 98.1, we tell like as my James not going to become ambassador in Belgium. We don't see him because waiting to, they do a work way for do as a journalist. They can't even do against the APC, but now we SLPP come a man they work in a state house. As my James said, stop for doing journalism. They advocate again for Sierra Leoneans. They don't get pay, political pay for go become ambassador. So now we investigate them people there. If not true, say members of parliament then get an overdraft capability of almost $1 billion loans. Because if they don't get that kind of overdraft capability, they don't go take this money, they don't go trust this money, because of trust. Say you go pay back. If they don't go take this kind of debt, say they go pay back. Well, some people will get a responsibility for find out and research, because if they come on a parliament, they go for pay the bank this money. How they go pay this bank this money back? Where it be say they don't go take this kind of debt. And Sierra Leone politics are the only means of income for 90% of the population. The rest of una pass you get your market, you get shop. Now they you for survive, business people, business owners. But if you're not in the terrorize, you're not to come on. But the population, 90% is reliant on politics, some form of political connection. Without political connection, they get job. Not so like American here. The government they employ. Me work not get nothing for do with political affiliations. No, you don't get nothing. I don't sabi nobody in the government for I get the job I get. No, now based off of my own credentials and my qualifications, now I make I get the job. So now the same way we want to Sierra Leone, but then Ghana not agree because the one level we continue for enslave now, let politics be the only means of income. So again, this is why when SAMURA KAMARA called for the rerun elections, and he make it very clear, he said everybody can join me. The executives, chairman, chair ladies, It make it clear, say, when I can't join me for FET, for the electoral justice, for the rerun elections, they're not able for come. So the problem, is it that because they get this money, where MAADA and tie them, Mikailu Mumu Masare, then tie the members of parliament, then no say then go take their money there as a loan? Is that true? We'll find out for we. We'll do una research. We'll read at the banks. If we want for reach out to, we'll reach out to we. We'll ensure 100% confidentiality. Nobody would ever know. But this is how we for salvage democracy. You as a citizen, you have a responsibility to protect democracy any way you can. It is in the Constitution. When I read section 13 of the Constitution, A, B, C, T to J and K, I think. When I read them, duties of a citizen, you have a right to make sure, say, you protect this government from misappropriation. It is one of the subsets them within section 13. I don't forget which one. I don't know if not D or not E, but it's there. I don't look at it drive now. But it didn't say you for protect the state from losing money from misappropriation. And this is misappropriation. It's a crime. And all of these guys, if it's true, we for charge them with a crime when the time is right. So some people are they educating all of this? They don't understand. But this is why the fight is very slow today. We never forget the rerun today. And now I go into this money talk where we are na Liberty TV. La player for now. And then we'll take it from there. La player for una force. Anyways, but that $850,000, Sierra Leoneans them. I want player for now, but I don't see the audio now. But at Liberty TV, that reporter, when I go there, if you don't hear him, I'll just give you to now. Because I don't see Liberty TV, then see it all. They are not proper journalists them. They are not so investigative journalists them. They are the whole government's accountable. Then they go and investigate cases and crimes and stand up for citizens them that are innocent about crimes that they accuse them of. They didn't report on waiting at the day-to-day issues of our people. But they report $850,000 where they say that a retired nurse, something jusu. All the people that were thief the money, these are people that were all like jusu, that's what they name the day. But $850,000, the reason why they mention them, now because when I remember, where I do an audio the other day, I tell them, I say, that guy there, so man, they get $1 million at the host, cash. Corruption at the highest level. I tell them. And that's why I read a report in there from Liberty TV. I say, yeah, exactly what I talk about. Now I make the country difficult. $850,000 cash inside the house. I don't say that in a small team. Man, and they're getting $10 million cash inside the country today. These are ministers. These are heads of parastatals. These are permanent secretaries them. They get $4-5 million cash that they host them. I guarantee you now. When I remember Sudan, El Bashir, when they go in host, after the people they remove her from power, one whole section of the host, now money no more inside. Money, dollars, pounds, all side. When I remember even inside this SLPP, we don't see videos them of people that will get cash. Who say the money they did? Cash, by cash. So I don't say they talk. Who say guy there they keep the money and they host where the country tanga the economy is difficult, people don't get team for it. One great person they keep $850,000. When I know what it mean for the economy. But anyways, let's not waste time for Andy. Let's go back to the members of parliament there. They consider don't see that Sierra Leone. People that will qualify. We be brother or brother mention. Like a teacher, poor teacher. We don't get connections. Now I make them bring the PR system as well. So the PR now they don't cap. When they see what they tell, now they expose them guy every day. Abdul Kagbo, now he name, now he make like for say go sue. Let it look good. Now they use as debate. Let go sue the government like for say they don't support the PR system. When they support the PR system, Abdul Kagbo support the PR system. Now the corruption this, they want to tie the political party down because now people are like teacher where, poor teacher, where the people of the community go want. We see them, we educate, we sensitize the people, we educate them. We tell them for say, hey, listen, now when the people that go for representing on the parliament, then sit down and then afraid. Now they say, hey, Lord join SLPP, Lord go the PR system, not so that they want to remove in the parliament. When I see corruption at the highest level, then Abdul Kagbo go put in name, not so in good faith, he go sue the government. Now game them play because they want the PR so they go control the parliament and when they go inside parliament. So you're a teacher, you're a nurse. You're not a policeman, a retired police officer in the community. You're not retired military personnel in the community. When the people go want you, they want to vote for you, for you become the member of parliament, then kick you out because of the political party they decide who they name them go make them for go to parliament. We see level of bribery will take place. People they go for go pay for let them name them at the list for go parliament. So what they do? They go take loan, hundreds of thousands of dollars in loans, billions and trillions of loans in loans, so that they go bribe executives and a political party them for letting them get seats in the parliament. When I say how the politics don't corrupt, so they like I tell Dr. Samura don't call up for rerun elections. When I don't see why this APC they're not going for breakthrough. When I don't see why the members of parliament are able for walk away from parliament. When I don't see why the Freetown City Council mayor and the councillors them not able for walk out of Freetown City Council. Even though Dr. Samura don't call them say when I come local fight for electoral justice, local ask for rerun elections. When I don't see why they don't go for commodity because of corruption, because they don't go take money, they get debt, they get loan, what they get for pay. So if they left, they walk away from parliament, how they go pay the loan? Where the only means of income, now politics. When you look around here, when they talk for the APC like today, they don't get no other source of income. You go someone go tell you say, you get car dealership, they sell motoka. How much possible they buy motoka? How much motoka they sell for make that living there? But you don't see they all don't compromise. When can I say yes, we agree say the SLPP lost the election, but no, who party for register? These guys are all criminals and crooks. Oh, for register with people. Then they talk about the rerun election. So no, then they talk about that. No, then they focus on that. So how for Kamara fet for how make sure so get rerun. They say like registration. Who don't need for register for political party for fet? Who don't need for register for fet is fet? No, not to by force for belong to a political party. Not to by force for register for political party. It is not by force. No, sir. No, ma'am. You have a constitutional right and protection for belong to a political party, but the constitution don't mandate you for belong to a political party, but you get a right for belong to a political party. I hope your brother and sister understanding here why they break phone or so. The Constitution of Sierra Leone 1991 Constitution, they protect you right for belong to a political party, but not say for belong to a political party at all cost. But if you want for belong to a political party, nobody not for stop you. Not so by force for belong to a political party. No. And when I want the people the money, but all the people that go vote, they win election. When I say when I don't want the elections, when I don't want the winning, then when I say I forgot register back, when I just think, when I stupid, when I feel salon people are fool, they come on an idiot. No, they're not idiots. But anyways, like come to this ECOWAS force. When I remember there was a video where we play, where Cashbox bring to my attention, where we talk about a particular member of the Liberian delegation, where say it cannot alone, for then they can talk about the issues and problems. That's how Cheriko could balance the ECOWAS parliament. It can then pay a visit. We remember where one of the members of parliament in ECOWAS say, we for send somebody come. Or for send a delegation na Sierra Leone for can check for see what's in the happen. You remember? And also I remember again. Let's play this video back. Let's bring to our attention. Let's listen to this particular. Let's listen to this.
Sierra Leone report is beautiful, but we also hear stated here that there's a major dispute as to representation and how the election will be done. It's obvious. If you speak with one Sierra Leone delegate or two, they will tell you that the political situation they are going towards the election is unstable. There's no need for we to hide anything from each other here. If we in Nigeria discover that there will be no free or fair election, of course we say it out. Because if we say it out, and ECOWAS intervenes, it's helping us. But if we know that there's something that could create problem in the country, and then we come here and sit down and say there's nothing, and something happens, we have lost two countries. So,
all right. But I say, if we talk, what did happen? At least ECOWAS go intervene. So again, I want for everybody to listen to me well. I don't listen to my brother, patriotic citizen as well. I don't listen to Master Salone. Everybody talk about this. I don't listen to this other gentleman in America, Fadika. They all, I love the messages and everything, right? I have my personal take on, any form of international, troops coming to Sierra Leone. I have my personal takes, especially giving experience. Now, make I say, I play Abbas Bunu in book one, read for see how old, this ECOWAS thing, my disgust for it and all that stuff. But when I listen to this, I just want to lay, everybody's message tie, everybody message connected in a way. I listened to Cashboxing Self yesterday and everything. We all messages connect one way or the other, right? But I want to give you this perspective, and I think it's in line with what everybody say. From our brother political rights main man, Fadika, Cashbox, Master Salon, and all these people, everything that everybody says, the message then tie. This troop that we got for Canada, Sierra Leone, now because of the ECOWAS, at that time, from what Cheriko Kogo balance, where they know able for Komon-Tok, the ECOWAS members of parliament, they really cry as Sierra Leoneans, them. They know say something has to be done for them to intervene in Sierra Leone situation. Now, if you listen to this man, just know this audio I play, so this video, that ECOWAS video, they say if we know what's in the happen, then ECOWAS go intervene. So if Cheriko decide not for talk about what's in the happen, but then no say problem then at the country. So they no say ECOWAS for intervene. Because again, remember, this same Cheriko, that first way go say there is peace and stability in Sierra Leone, we'll charging us. We put fire behind them. Now I go back later on after. I go talk back for say, they talk about the fact that there is some problems, and ECOWAS for pay attention to the early warning signs. Remember in Kennedy, and at the first day we go misbehave before the second time back we come. We know even they now for they can defend the reports where you write when they say they kill people and we protest August 8, 9, and 10. So now from that 10 day, ECOWAS now begin put together a force. They know say they have to intervene in Sierra Leone situation. Then they come with some. Let's play this back for now.
Any arms.
When I listen to
Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone report is beautiful, but we also hear stated here that there's a major dispute as to representation and how the election will be done. It's obvious. If you speak with one Sierra Leone delegate or two, they will tell you that the political situation they are going towards the election is unstable. There's no need for we to hide anything from each other here. If we in Nigeria discover that there will be no free or fair election, of course we say it out. Because if we say it out, and ECOWAS intervenes, it's helping us.
And ECOWAS intervenes, it's helping us. So I'm just getting there, I don't hear the various factors. People say this nature we don't from Tijankaba, from Momo. I'm not gonna deny all of those people. I didn't deny nobody. I don't understand it. I just want to lay this premise to let people that know say. At least if anything, this troop way comes so delicate today, it is born out of the fact say ECOWAS no say Sierra Leone is a ticking time bomb and they have to intervene for save the country. And they continue for play this video because all the other speaker didn't get for talk about sending the delegation to Sierra Leone at least. Now listen.
But if we know that there's something that could create problem in the country, and then we come here and sit there and say there's nothing, and something happens, we have lost two countries.
So again, it continue for talk. The same speaker say if we know say something that happened, they will not intervene. And this is how they born these ECOWAS troops when it comes to. And they forget about the COMSIL, all of that, and they go into all and the name we they use. And no one say, now focus on the fact that all of this is born out of ECOWAS, and that's what I want to focus on, okay? But I'll continue for listening to some of the other speakers them. I want to get a foundation. Because again, this not where the APC as a political party and the SLPP, but they can't talk on that. But I just want to build this premise and case first. Let us understand how this whole thing came about right now at this present moment in time. If we forget troops there for Kamna Sierra Leone, it is born out of ECOWAS and it's born out of the fact that they see from 2018 the human rights abuses, the elections, so they want for TIF, we might be a TIF, where they go into PR, proportional representation, on a listen, land of police, on a listen.
A situation where police are entering parliament to make sure that there is a decorum in parliament means that that country political situation is not stable.
After the August 10 incident, I think that statement need to be rethink and maybe restated, because we know just a few weeks ago there was a situation at the parliament where parliament member had to fight, and like my colleague said, security personnel had to come in. I'm sure we don't want to consider that kind of situation as saying that security situation is stable.
I think there's a great situation, and this parliament must send a fact-finding mission to Sierra Leone to investigate this major violation. It's not a fight.
All right. When I listen to Senator Snow, it's a grave situation in Sierra Leone. Therefore, ECOWAS for send a 5-man delegation or some delegation to Sierra Leone to investigate this. Again, I don't lay the premise for now. I don't understand whose side the idea was born, right? I don't understand exactly how this current situation will forget troops away the camera Sierra Leone, where it's born from. It's born from ECOWAS because they notice and see everything that was happening. When I continue for listening.
It's not the second time, it's the third time. The second issue in Sierra Leone is that less than a year to election, Sierra Leone is still trying to change the electoral law. They're still trying to change the election law to work in the favor of the ruling establishment. I think it's quite alarming, and maybe the Sierra Leone delegation need to speak to this again.
You see, this is where they need Cherry Coco for talk about, but that is not the message what they do today, right? But they need Cherry Coco for talk about this because they know say what's in happening in Sierra Leone is wrong. The PR system, Cherry Coco before don't pull the PR, if it not be one let PR come. Now ECOWAS for pull when I imagine why Cherry Coco be team up at that particular moment and say, yes, Honorable Snow, I want to respond to you as fast as the PR. We are against the PR. We've made it very clear we don't want the PR. And we want ECOWAS to intervene to stop this government less than a year to come with the PR system. They're trying to use the law court systems. They're trying to use the judiciary to come up with the PR. If Cheriko could be talking that one day alone for say that one for use the ECOWAS before intervene at that particular time for stop the nonsense. But now listen, when I continue to the last speaker and then I go to the other sound and play phone, at least they'll get an established idea of how this whole thing was born. Yeah, I just wanted to lay that to rest. But anyways, that is what I want for play phone now. I can play another video where ECOWAS actually send a delegation Komon-Tok for go investigate the matter. And then we see how Cherry Coco, Abbas Bundu, all the members of parliament them, they balance the guy them. They not attend the meeting. Allah play down the phone. Now where this member of parliament they talk. Now Liberian, we be living in Sierra Leone during the war. We understand the situation. We tell we out and snub them. In Liberian accent thick. But when I listen to them, during the time where them they look for Cherry Coco na ECOWAS parliament back. It not be Didi. Now in this guy talk this talk here. Thank God like Cashbox point him in my direction. We make him go fend this particular aspect of this video back as save him. When I listen to this guy where they talk. When I listen to him.
Labrador region for his. And let me use the opportunity to thank the Sierra Leone delegation, the Labrador region for its panel report. When I'm speaking on issues affecting Sierra Leone, I do it with emotion because Sierra Leone and Labrador has too much in common. There's too much of similarity, traditional, culture, tribal language. From Shepherd Island to Providence Island, when the people settled down. So we got too much. At one point in time, joking to a Sierra Leone delegation that we need to combine Liberia and Sierra Leone, call it Sierra. So we become one country. But I was in Sierra Leone as a member of a specialized committee headed by the Fourth Deputy Speaker. I see from my security lenses too much of disconnect, indifference, insensitivity. Too much of disconnect in Sierra Leone. People who should work together are not working together. I was privileged to go to the early warning center. That arrangement. What transpired in Sierra Leone in August was foreseeable. There were all indicators. Those raw data were analyzed, made intelligence. Those intelligence needed to drive the prevention. That didn't happen. Let me take it to Liberia. We have a bigger problem in Sierra Leone. There was a rally in Liberia that would turn Liberia down. But that didn't happen because some last-minute strategic intervention. When I see Red Crosses happen in Sierra Leone, it happened in Liberia. Liberia and Sierra Leone, one people. During the war years in Liberia, I lived in Sierra Leone. One people before Sakura Road. I lived in Mamiyoko as well. I took refuge there. So I got Sierra Leone to my heart. When that happened in Liberia, there was intervention. That parted it. When that happened in Sierra Leone, there was no intervention. I went to the early warning center along with the Fourth Deputy Speaker. We had an arrangement to meet with the Speaker of the Sierra Leone Parliament. We set the stage and everything. We drove there, Madam Fourth Deputy Speaker, we all drove there. We met no member of parliament, not even those who were from the ECOWAS parliament. We were with indifference. Abbas Bono, who one time served as Secretary General of with indifference. Abbas Bono, who one time Deputy Speaker. We had an arrangement to meet with the Speaker of the Sierra Leone Parliament. We set the stage and everything. We drove there, Madam Folk, Deputy Speaker, we all drove there. We met no member of Parliament, not even those who were from the ECOWAS Parliament. We were treated with indifference. Abbas Bono, who one time served as Secretary General of this Parliament, we were talking, even if you were busy, there was one member of Parliament who can meet all the Deputy Clerk. So those are little things that matters in the region. And I'm not saying it all of envy, or I'm not saying all of being critical. Because what the first Sierra I felt like the same people, one destiny. So I just thought to make that observation. Thank you so much, Madam Speaker, while we await questions for the Liberal delegation.
You know, una see how this whole ECOWAS troop with the council on Sierra Leone, how he was born? I hope so this man in Liberian accent not to Tanga will not go understand. But what's in this guy to talk? This guy say then drive go Sierra Leone. And some of the other members of ECOWAS. Then drive go Sierra Leone. Nobody no welcome them. Not even Cherry Coco and Manly Spend them and the APC members of parliament, they don't welcome them. Even Abbas Bundu as the speaker, when I be a one-time Secretary General of ECOWAS, no welcome them na Sierra Leone. When they go find out because they no say trouble there na salon. I give the example of Liberia. Then go work in a salon. The only person we see there are the deputy clerk. When even SAMURA the deputy clerk. At that time, even parental, meet with them. Then treat them with indifference. I hope they pay attention, salon people there. Hey God. I hope Sierra Leoneans are paying attention. And no say messages of them boku na social media. Some person they listen for enjoy for the moment. Man they listen message, then they take note for keep up, for future reference. But this is how this whole troop when it comes to the Sierra Leone born. I'm not going to speak on what's in the camp, what's in the mandate. I don't know what say. Then they come for protect peace within Sierra Leone and the West African region and Africa as a whole. And no more say best of these audios and videos were play that the early warning signs then see then no say salon not stable and this force they come bring some semblance of protection at least for the people of Sierra Leone for feel safe just in case. But this is how it was born. This was something we came as a result of the actions of the SLPP MAADA since 2018. The abuse una yeri with the members of parliament in Toka. Then the Fetsna Parliament, August 8, 9 and 10 protest. There was no intervention for protect the people. We see how they bury people like Evangelist Samson there. You know, we see how they bury other people away and kill. We see how they go pull people that they host them, up they heal them, drag them, down, shoot them, kill them. We see all of those things. So ECOWAS, they know, then they listen to people like us. They listen to our voices. They listen to the lives them. Those days when I do me lives, I know I was targeting these people. Let me make a reach point and stop for do Creole live. I was doing English because it's Salono Mariketa to the West and to the rest of the world. So they are listening. They know. Say there is trouble. They send a delegation come to Sierra Leone. The delegation come there. Nobody don't welcome them. They got no one piece. When they say one piece, they want no one piece. If Sierra Leone they like a they don't well, not to Marabio by himself. Not Cherry Coco responsible. Cherry Coco in hand play. If Sierra Leone go into any chaos today, if they thief the election like how they thief and like today, Cherry Coco is responsible. The APC members of parliament are responsible. Every one of these guys, they are responsible. We know say Usten Samura KAMARA become flag bearer. Usten the executive take over. But when the executive come, they say get a responsibility now for protect we election results. Then for protect we election results, they are all responsible. Now I make a tell you say Marabiro Puel Salo by himself. He get the help of the APC and the executive, Cherry Coco and the parliamentarians them, because these guys no want peace, they don't want stability in our country. All they look for the destruction of our democracy. I just want to give you this backdrop. At least I will not say, me no care if they be doing Tijankaba and this and that, but I no more say everything will happen in Sierra Leone between 2018 to now. Now I make we get in troops there with the camera Sierra Leone. But I give you my own personal take before I read the book of Abbas Bundu and why I feel very disgusting. Matter of fact, I play the video I be do while they read Abbas Bundu book, and then I go tell them my own personal view on this whole thing. But I play that video of Abbas Bundu while they read the book. Let us see the perspective and from which direction where me they come up from. Yeah. Anyways, before I play that video, let's take a small break. We'll listen to this music.
I tried and I tried and I tried and I tried to make them understand. I tried and I tried and I tried and I tried, but they just can't understand. I tried and I tried, and the Lord know I tried to make them understand. I tried, I tried, but they just can't understand. The more victimization is upon their back, the more foolish they becomes. The more victimization is upon their back, they satisfy Lord for less. I tried, I tried, but they just can't understand. I tried and I tried and I tried and I tried, but they just can't understand. Oh, God, people, when will they ever learn? This one turn them fool, that one turn them fool. So what are they waiting for? Fix up yourself and prepare to meet Jah, that you satisfy Lord for more. I tried, Jah know I tried, but they just can't understand. I try and I try and I try and I try, but they just can't understand. Father die in pain, mother die in pain, slavery continue. They say we have no right nowhere, in no corner of the world. And I try to make them notice, but they just can't understand. I tried and I tried and I tried to make them know, but they just can't understand. 24 hours make one day, they told us, 7 days make a week. And out of all of that, the whole 365, they can only name you 7 days. I tried and I tried, but they just can't understand. I tried and I tried and I tried and I tried, but they just can't understand. We beat them at night, we beat them by day. They take no heed. Church bell a ring and the children a sing, and them still satisfy Lord for less. I try and I try, but they just can't understand. I try and I try and I try and I try, but they still can't understand. Son is waiting on God themselves for his sentence, you know. Father in the field can't find a thing, and mother now no money. I try and I try, but they just can't understand. I try and I try and I try and I try, but they just can't understand. My daddy was sure, and mommy was poor. They ain't got no money.
All right, that's Joseph Hills right there. I tried and I tried and I tried, but they just can't understand. You know, I tried, but they just can't understand. Anyways, you see, guys, let I play. I will begin read the book of Abbas Bundu, and I will reach the sideway. It talk about how the ECOWAS became a Sierra Leone. I want to listen to that perspective there again as well, and then I will give them I will close that with my own personal view on how dissatisfied I am and how shameful I am for we can't get at this particular point in time that we can forget forces them, international forces for come protect we people. I'm ashamed. In this 21st century, it's a disgusting time for our country. But now listen to this.
Right now, that's what we're talking about.
with the fake coup that they purported. Now, everybody that's, it's not from the southeast. If you're from the northern part of the country. Listen to this. I don't say give a preamble now, but I can't read this book. So let's go back to this. Sekou Touré and President Shaka Stevens in the 1970s obliged them to assist the Sierra Leone military in offensive operations against the area. Okay. Anyway, let's go. Now listen. The invitation to intervene. Abacha was chairman of ECOWAS when Kabah. So this is the chapter of Abbas Bundu in book we get for do with the invitation to intervene. So again, it goes back to all the video I play for now about ECOWAS, the intervention, why they feel the need for intervening in Sierra Leone at this particular point in time. It starts from where Cherry Coco go to Parliament and dodge after the ECOWAS members of Parliament and see say, hey, but Sierra Leone, something all right. Then they change election laws, then they kill people and protest. Something is not right. Then send delegation come, Abbas Bundu, Cherry Coco, then snub the guy them. They don't welcome them, nobody not see them, not talk to them. Then treat them with indifference. So now listen to this. This is the chapter of Abbas Bundu in book where we talk about Komon-Tok. I want to just understand a little bit like historical perspective. Historical perspective is key in life. Yeah, I like history. Yeah, I want to listen to this. His invitation. According to James Jonah, then Sierra Leone's ambassador to the United Nations, Abacha and Kabah were the best of friends, just as Momo and Babangida had been. But unlike Momo, Kabah's I take it back, Kabah's democratically elected. I want you guys to see how Dr. Abbas Bundu is putting in quotes democratically elected because there's a lot of questions. You guys, I want you to see that. So in quotes, it's like somebody doing that. We all know it was not democratically elected because they rigged the elections. NPRC, MAADA Tokam, he say I wore certain kind of green. You all know that. Okay. So let me break this again. But unlike Momo, Kabah's democratically elected government joined cause with a dictator to etch in blood its so-called sovereign right to kill its own people in the name of restoring democracy. On June 2nd, 1997, Abacha's army fired its first salvo at the city of Freetown. True to Abacha's penchant for unilateralism, his penchant, his affinity, the fact that he wants, say, oh, it's unilateral, doing things by himself. True to Abacha's penchant for unilateralism, there had been neither consultation with other ECOWAS leaders nor any vestige of evidence of an ECOWAS decision in favor of military intervention. So Sadi Abacha did this by himself without consultation or anything, unilaterally, right? So what's it say there? This is not the intervention of ECOMOG. When Tijankaba, who was not democratically elected in 1996, because MAADA Town say, in the way green, I know sky green way where. They tell people and they say we want elections before peace. He say no, not peace first for election, then challenge them. When the international community threaten them, they tell give up and no say, oh, yeah, not good for succeed. They tell clear that $18 million way Dr. SAMURA Kamara they talk about like the debate where he say $18 million for a sale of Ilmanites. Nobody knows how that money they go. But all of that. Anyways, now that's in the talk so now. Abbas Bundu in book and read so far. Now Abbas Bundu don't sack today. We are not saying to the Speaker of Parliament anymore. Now the book this. We Abbas Bundu, let God bless them for you. Right, all things there for Giwi history. I hope say all man they read them book there. Abbas Bundu, then college student enough. They read this book, Abbas Bundu in book. Then small people they kind of social media they can't challenge you or they talk. We don't get no historical perspective. Or Abdul Kagbo they all they pull democracy. Cherry Coco them. This book is for una they read. Some of una doubts when una read one book. Una they read. Why don't una listen to people them? We they break along now how Sani Abacha by himself. He can overthrow and say they can restitute power, they can restore power in Sierra Leone. Now by himself, he never even gets. Unlike this ECOWAS way, they're together now and they come up together for form this plan for letting get this intervention force when it comes to now in Sierra Leone today. But this is just a backdrop. Now listen. The word unilateral, one, multiple, right? Unilateral, multilateral, All right. Some countries clearly broke ranks. For while the Nigerian foreign minister was proclaiming a right to intervene, President Rawlings of Ghana dispatched a ministerial delegation to Freetown. He even cancelled his own plans to attend the OAU summit in Harare in order to devote his personal effort to the search for peace. This was John Jerry Rawlings of Ghana. Good man. Kwame Ahue, Ghana's foreign minister, after recalling the ECOWAS experience in Liberia, explained his country's stance. Ghana's approach would be to stress more on a negotiated political settlement, which upholds respect for the democratic choice of the people of Sierra Leone. He said, Radio Ghana, in its report on the June 2nd military intervention, characterized it as the Nigerian operation. Victor Gbeho, then Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, led the Ghanaian delegation to Freetown on June 19th. On arrival, he declared that the best way to resolve the crisis is by diplomatic means to reach a negotiated settlement rather than by fighting. At the end of the visit, the AFRC chairman assured the Ghanaian delegation of their intervention to demit power within 6 months after setting up a comprehensive program of disarmament and demobilization. Differing perceptions about the crisis in Sierra Leone thus surfaced within ECOWAS. Abacha, like a Roman emperor, believed solely in his military might, while Rawlings relied on a political solution. It also explains why Abacha had cared little about the need for regional consensus. Given these differences, it is not surprising that an editorial in the New York Times characterized the operation thus. The first Nigerian military moves in Sierra Leone went badly. After Nigerian naval forces bombarded the capital city, Freetown, local troops attacked the overrun Nigerian positions. Nigeria has since sent in reinforcement, and new fighting seems imminent unless Ghana's effort to work out a negotiated solution quickly succeed. According to the newspaper, the intervention had been aimed mainly at establishing Nigeria as the dominant regional power and regional policeman. In a similar editorial, the Times of London commented, in Sierra Leone, the armed forces of Nigeria, one of Africa's most appalling military regimes, are now fighting to put down an armed coup in the name of democracy. Because don't forget, the Abachas, they were all coup leaders as well. It's a military junta government. But yet they were fighting to bring democracy in Sierra Leone when they don't have democracy. Right. Thus, the international press had no doubt about the nature and character of the intervention. The position of foreign governments outside the region was not different. Tony Lloyd, British Prime Minister of State in the FCO, acknowledged on March 2nd, 1999, that when General Abacha was the military dictator in Nigeria, doing things that we could not or would not want to work alongside, there was no question of us supporting Nigerian military intervention in Sierra Leone. That ought to have been unthinkable. I make no apology for that. ECOWAS leaders, who should have met almost immediately following the coup, did not in fact meet until August 29th, 3 months after the first Nigerian bombardment. The conclusion, therefore, is inescapable that the Nigerian military intervention in Sierra Leone had not been based on any ECOWAS decision, nor was it carried out under its aegis. Rather, the weight of evidence strongly suggests that Nigeria qua Nigeria had carried out the military operation unilaterally and precipitately. This is the crux of the problem, and it also marks a significant point of departure with the ECOWAS military action in Liberia in 1990. If further confirmatory evidence were required for this, none can be stronger than the admission of President Kaba himself. Following his reinstatement, he said he was grateful to Nigeria for helping us. It is a fact, an undeniable fact, that Nigeria, has played a very important part in democracy and peace and security. This is Kaba talking. Now, this admission contrasts with his ambivalence on the very day the Nigerian intervention took place, on May 30th, 1997. Tension had arisen as a result of the public disclosure by the Parliamentary minority leader, John Khalifa Smart, then in Freetown, that the Nigerian military was planning to attack the city in an operation codenamed Operation Wild Chase on June 2nd. The attack did not take place, resulting in scores of civilian casualties. But because it failed to topple the junta, President Kaba, who was already in Conakry, tried to deny the Nigerian bombardment and to dismiss as untrue Khalifa Smart's public warnings. Khalifa Smart had been invited by both the junta and the Nigerians to mediate. He tried hard, but his efforts came to naught. Came to naught when the Nigerian commander, believing in the awesome might of his forces, threatened to use force if the junta did not surrender by 4 a.m. on June 2nd. The Nigerians became angry at Khalifa Smart, whom they blamed for disclosing their secret plans to bomb the city, thereby destroying their chances of a surprise surgical strike. With respect, this criticism is unfounded. So, Basmon is going to tell us now about the criticism that Dr. John Khalifa Smart received. Let's listen. First, Khalifa Smart had learned about Operation Wild Chase from the Sierra Leone junta. This obviously means that whatever the Nigerians were planning, it was no longer going to be a surprise. Second, when the attack came, not a single military target was hit. In fact, the bombs, which had come from the direction of the Atlantic Ocean, had fallen on the residential areas along the seafront. So there was nothing surgical about the strike. Thirdly, far be it from any intention to help the junta, the citizens of Freetown, for having warned them in advance, complimented Khalifa Smart. Ironically, after blaming Khalifa Smart for the failure of the operation, it was he they turned to for help. Want me to go? Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it here. When I don't see the intervention then, na be Nigeria no more, not to be ECOWAS. This one, now ECOWAS come together conclusively, they all, the ECOWAS with one word and come together for give Sierra Leone a hand at this particular point in time. I just want to give you a little bit of a memory lane, let us see how far we come out, how to Jankaba and the SLPP, then guys, they are, where they remove, by the way, people like Ibrahim Bazi Kamara, them. Now they see Johnny Paul, if Salon people let me know, we support them guys and then we stand with them. Because look at what we get after that. Tijan Kaba, even though he show remorse later on and this and that. But na Sani Abacha, na pari business, then they take intervene in our country. Tijan Kaba go make pari with Sani Abacha can kill with people for nothing. Now in Wangan, na Nigeria, nobody else no support them. Ghana, John Jerry Rawlings try for prevent any other. But you see, these are the things, guys. I just want to shed light on this a little bit. This live here, I'll be doing around the month of March. So if you go on my YouTube page, you go under the live section, you go see the live there where I do. This, if you get the book now, page 73 to page 84, now they all this intervention thing here, But we know say like today, we don't get troops that we don't come. Na Sierra Leone, when they come na Sierra Leone, if anything, na for come give we now because ECOWAS no get confidence say peace day na Sierra Leone and then feels they for intervene just in case. So as far as what's the responsibility, me not too clear on the details because I have some questions, like I say, I get some concerns. For example, if somebody inside the SLPP, when then troop they are going to come, this ECOWAS troop, somebody inside the SLPP decides, say, what's in, I tell you the way the country, they go, the confusion and everything. Dr. Makma win this election, then I don't take this election. This not look good for we Southeastern our brother and sister them. Then they endanger with people at the Southeast, especially the Mende people. Therefore, me want to bring some level of peace calm. So what they do? Now remove Marabio. If somebody run there within the military, stand up and do it. This ECOWAS troop when it comes to Sierra Leone, they go come tell that person, they say no. Are they going to fight that person back? Those are some of the questions that I have. They go interfere inside with personal politics. they go intervene or they just play their role and make sure they safeguard the citizens them. If people can come up for protest, would this troop come out and say we're going to protect the people who come protest against the government military forces? Those are the concerns that we may get. Waiting at their role. Then they come pull Marabio and put SAMURA KAMARA. I don't know. I don't see the agreement there yet. I don't know. But sometimes we don't see them. We don't talk about them. I would leave that message to them. I don't know. You know what I mean? But again, what's the bad side of this? For me, my personal take and all of this too. When you look at what Cashbox can talk about confidence, right? Things get to be a lot more difficult. For me, my personal belief, the money we spend for can set up the ECOWAS, therefore just simply restore democracy. Remove Marabio, demand it produce the results. If not, remove them. So sometimes this troop will come, when the troop will not settle, then they ask Marabio now say, now for hand over power because you lost this election. Then in one shake, then sometimes this troop will come and intervene for remove Marabio. I don't know. But me no say, just like how they do like Gambia. Remember, Yaya Jammeh, I played that video then this day for una. Yaya Jammeh of Gambia. When they pull up, that player for another list which I talk about, so I go see Usangola the come out.
Forced out of office. Yaya Jammeh has been forced out of office. The West African Regional Bloc ECOWAS had threatened military intervention. Yaya Jammeh has been forced out of office. The West African Regional Bloc ECOWAS had threatened military intervention if he didn't agree to go.
Emphasis on electoral management, legal and institutional reforms, though important going forward, can never ever cure the electoral wrongs of 2023 elections. And that is why, as a People's Party, the APC will continue to demand a rerun. This recommendation by the APC for a rerun of the elections is the only way legitimacy can return to government and democracy rescue.
What do I hear from some of your supporters? That they want the election to be rerun. Is that the APC stand, the main opposition stand, and is that your stance as well?
It is the APC stance because it is part of the report of the tripartite committee. It is there. Even the position paper that was prepared by the All People's Congress Party, the APC, is part of the report. So a manner that satisfies the will of the people.
In a television broadcast to the nation, Jammeh remained defiant to the end.
I put above all and everything the independence of the free and proud people of the Gambia, and I will always, together with you, defend this independence that we so dearly fought for and won.
I, Adama Barrow.
Earlier, Adama Barrow, who was sworn into office in neighboring Senegal, told Al Jazeera why Jammeh must go into exile.
We cannot allow him to stay in the Gambia. It will make our job difficult. That's why our negotiation is he leaves Gambia. He can later come back. But as at now, the political climate doesn't allow that.
In the border town of Karang, young Gambians refugees celebrated after news came through that Jammeh was leaving. Exiled Gambian rapper Ali Killa Ace feels the former president is being let off lightly.
I really think it's unfair. I believe he should face justice.
At this border camp, refugees of different nationalities have been united by the political unrest in Gambia. They are helped by funding from Gambians who left for other countries.
We have a lot of Sierra Leoneans and people from Nigeria, and the ones from Sierra Leone were the reason they were very distraught to come here was the fact that they have experienced war before in the past.
Volunteers will now look at ensuring the refugees can return home.
We're told there are 2,000 people from Gambia seeking refuge in this area alone. Everyone wants to go home. There is so much anticipation and a lot of anger. Some want to see Yaya Jammeh punished for the crimes he's accused of, but most others want to go back to their lives disrupted by the recent political crisis.
The United Nations High Commission for Refugees says 45,000 fled the crisis in Gambia, and it had been expected camps would have to make room for many more. But now that Jammeh has said he is going, that may not be necessary. Ahmed Idris, Al Jazeera, Karang, on the Senegal-Gambia border.
Okay. So, what's the average time for say the points where they make to now that I don't listen, Yaya Jammeh, they remove an Gambia. Where we want for stay after he lost the elections. Then tell us, say, they bring troops and come. So, this is different than Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone, they not tell Marabio say for left power. If you don't left power, will they bring troops and for can remove you? So, you don't see, they make a very skeptical about this particular force where ECOWAS puts together. I the doubt waiting and come for. Because I know you're from nowhere na ECOWAS, where they don't tell Marabio say you have to leave power. Then Marabio say no, they come out. Then they say, okay, if you not come out with the camp with an intervention force. So that is not the case in Sierra Leone right now. I'm not too excited about this whole ECOWAS troop coming. When I understand what I mean? If otherwise, they will ask Marabio for left, Marabio not left. Like when they ask Yaya Jammeh, they say for coming to power, he say no, they come out. That's what they tell us. Say, well, if you not come out, we put a force together for can remove you. Now they tell you come out. You know now say if you allow the car with force, now they get for arrest you, and then you get for face prosecutions, and you know go good for them. So now they tell you left power. But we don't see no side who side ECOWAS don't ask Marabio for left power, lay hand over because he lost the elections. Where Marabio denies say no the left, and then ECOWAS say, well, if you know the left, we they bring troops for can pull you. Now they see me doubt what I get. Now it make me not too excited about this ECOWAS troop. Because they can really benefit. Which thing they can for. But like I want to say, some of my brothers don't talk what I don't listen to on social media. When I don't say this group they come for can remove Marabio, myself remain optimistic and I remain hopeful because we know say the man lost the election and they can remove him. So we wait. That number one say this message done longer and the left and I salon people them. When I listen for understand. Yeah. I don't say this message longer. But I try for be detailed because again, it's not easy what I do for take me time, or for enjoy me ride. But I do message like this long one, like I long so. And I know say posterity go judge me tomorrow. And what go ask me end up, they say, Ibrahim, what you do for your country? I go say yes. I don't get money for build school like Jagaban. I don't get money for build hospital like a Jagaban. But me much I use them for teach civic education. Where education is the tool to uplift people out of poverty. Education is the tool to uplift people out of slavery. And I made it do because I want for let me brothers and sisters, me papa and mama them be emancipated and free. Let them live like a freeborn in the country where they're born. Let them enjoy the resources of the country. Now I make her do this. It's love for country. How much more longer I go do them? I don't know. But the records will be there to show that I do them. The one they pay for do them, not they do them. But anyways, bye-bye everybody. I hope say you understand the message what I put forward today. I no can't tell nothing I don't know about all. I just can't tell no more for say. I no say yes. ECOWAS no say they be need for intervene. And they don't intervene today. And they like today troops in the kind of the country. But I don't know how then they can within the camp for can do. Because me no one day ECOWAS don't ask Marabio for left, agree left, and then they say they go bring troops for camp pull them like I do Yaya Jammeh. But we no say no more. What's happening at Gambia, then it happen at Sierra Leone as well. So until we the troop and camp, that they can do, that the ten we can intervene now, then like how my brother they don't talk for say when we can ask Marabio for left the power, for handover because he lost. Where one shake now, the troops could also move her. Now that's what we pray for. No so I left my case now. Bye bye everybody.